Hey, for the first time in a long time, we are not in my computer room making the video. We're out somewhere. I am on my way over to the apartment that was talked about in part 12, The Village. This was a 25-year-old with her 5 kids and her live-in boyfriend who was not there officially, because if he was there officially, they would have to count his income and get their Section 8 benefits reduced. Yeah, they won't ever do that. So, overall, the place isn't too bad. They got their stuff out of there for the most part. I didn't have to remove a lot of stuff, but the place does need a lot of cleaning. The carpet's being changed, but the carpet was really old and wore out in the first place, so it was getting changed either way. So we'll go for a little ride in the car. I'll show you the place, and you'll see an apartment that is partway through the process of being cleaned and rebuilt for new renters to make me more money. Now, the people who were living there, it was a peaceful separation. I wouldn't even call it an eviction. They were coming up to their 2-year lease ending. I said I was not going to renew it. They'll have to go live somewhere else. They said okay. I said okay. We all said okay. They left. They're at somewhere else now, down towards Pittsburgh. I don't know where. I don't care. They're out of my place. That's the important part. They did a good job with getting their stuff out of the apartment, but still, the place needs a lot of cleaning. So this may not look too great, but trust me, I've dealt with a whole lot worse. Like when the heroin addict left, he left me a real mess. When the pothead left, he left a whole lot of junk behind too. That wasn't really a problem here, but a lot of little things need fixed, and I'll show you all about that. This is the kind of stuff you have to deal with when you have apartments to rent. Now here are some of the things I have to deal with as a property owner. We had to replace this door a year ago because they had a big screaming fight and managed to break the old thin wooden door. So, look what they did since then. This is all loose. This doorknob. They broke the new metal and wood door. I was told she locked out the boyfriend. He wanted his marijuana. He's jumping and kicking and banging the door, and he got it broke loose this much. We have to put some wood glue in there and clamp it all back together and bolt it together, and that'll be good enough. Hey, here's another annoyance you get from Section 8. You see how this brown handrail goes right up there and stops under that edge? Well, that doesn't pass for a Section 8 inspection. Section 8 says you have to have one uninterrupted handrail the whole way up the stairs. So we had to bolt in a 2x4. Big black bolts go through the wall, space it out, and now that is a legal handrail according to Section 8. The original one that's been there for 80 plus years, oh no, that doesn't pass Section 8. And this old carpet on the stairs is pretty dirty. I don't know if we can clean that or not. This old house has the old windows that swing out like a door. And we took out the old carpet already. And we got some old thin padding left in here. The kitchen had carpeting in it. And I thought I would see some huge, big black mold everywhere. But no, it wasn't that bad. You have to come in here and clean and scrape all this up so a vinyl floor can go down and be glued down with this to make it a vinyl floor. Here are 2 windows that I had to get repaired because they were broken. One plexiglass window for the shower and one window for the bedroom. Right there, that's $110 worth of repairs. And here, my handyman has pulled up the original carpeting, and he has it all in rolls. He said he needs rope to tie up the rolls, so the garbage man will take it. Okay, no problem. I went to Lowe's to get a 100-foot pack of rope. Well, the quarter-inch pack of, the quarter-inch size, they wanted $19. $19 for some rope. Are you out of your mind? Because I ain't doing that. I went with the cheaper, smaller 3/16 rope for $13. Loudmouth Tim saving money. And still, it's a tax deduction. We got, because it's being used to fix the apartment, silicone caulking for the shower, a couple of rubber door stops to put behind doorknobs in the wall, $3.98. Look at these. Look at how this is all dented here. It wasn't dented when they moved in 2 years ago. This is all banged up. It's all dirty. I bought this stove brand new 2 years ago when they moved in, and it needs a lot of cleaning. This old style metal kitchen cabinet. It's not too bad, but we gotta fix the doors so they close. This is all dirty, dirty, dirty. Oh yeah, Mr. Tim, I cleaned the place. I cleaned it real good. Yeah, right. I must look really stupid. The things they tell me, and they think I'm gonna believe. Anyhow, I already got one new doorknob there for the downstairs door. That was like $15. That one broken window replacement goes back in here. This old ceiling fan, it's all tilted up there. I don't know if we can fix that or not. If we can't get it all straightened out and retightened down, I'll have to get 2 new ceiling fans. $70 a piece for those. In here in the living room, same thing. This little ceiling fan, those blades are all bending down. I don't know. $70 for a new ceiling fan there. We got the carpet up. This has hardwood floor underneath, and it don't look bad. But just for peace and quiet for the neighbor downstairs, we'll put in the new thick padding and a new cheap carpet. And in the bathroom, they managed to lose one of the 3 doors. So I guess I'm going to have to put a whole new cabinet in here because we don't have a door here. Over here, they managed to knock a hole in a wall. And it's not so easy as just putting a new piece of drywall in here and painting it, because this whole thing is all wallpaper. It ain't got a match. But I got a solution. An 8-foot by 4-foot sheet of this poly wall at Lowe's for $25. Some kind of thick plastic. We're going to cut a piece, put it there, stick it on the wall, done. Almost as good and a whole lot cheaper. The Loudmouth Tim way. Things like this. Hey, Mr. Tim, am I going to get my security deposit back? Well, not all of it. Look at this. I'm sure one of them was having a fight. They were holding the door closed. Someone on the other side, boom, 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 let me in. Until they bust the whole center of the door out. So we got to put it all back in there, glue it in, put something on the back here. It looks like they tried to fix it, and of course they didn't do it right, so now it's a bigger problem to be fixed. These people. And we have the upstairs. This is all hardwood floors up here, and I'm leaving it that way. You can look down at the backyard. See those tan-colored piles of sawdust over there? They weren't there 2 months ago. I'll go down there and I'll tell you all about that. Got a hole in the wall here. I actually patched this up about a year ago. I just patched it in, painted it, good enough. This room ain't bad. Just needs a little bit of cleaning. Here's the upstairs shower. I had to take that door off that you saw downstairs because they broke the plexiglass. So that has to be fixed. This roof is bubbling up, so we have to, strip all that out and repaint it and seal it. We were going to leave this carpet on the steps, but it looks terrible, so we're going to take it off anyhow. Well, these are just some of the things you got to deal with when they move out, and you got to come in here and fix it. They poke a hole in a wall, so if I patch it up with something, it ain't going to match. I'll end up having to paint the whole room to cover one little spot. There's another one right here. A hole in a wall. I gotta patch that up. Then I'll have to paint this whole room to match it. And these ceiling tiles are dirty. This is all dirty. I gotta pull all this out of here and clean everything and put it back. I gotta make all these doors work right again. They did before. Like, oh no, Mr. Tim, it was like that before. Yeah, right. Oh, and the door frame too. I got all this broke loose in here. All busted out. We gotta cut this whole piece out of here, put a new piece of wood in, and put some metal over it too, and bolt it in above and below. More work, more cost, less profit. Now here is the sawdust I was telling you about. Not only is it over the fence, but they spilled some on the sidewalk taking it out. So, why would there be all this sawdust, kitty litter, whatever, right up against my fence in this whole place? I have to wonder why. And you should have heard the speech that the boyfriend tried to give me. Well, Mr. Tim, there's 65 people on this block, and anybody could have come over there and done that. Hey, really? Boy, I've done some weird, crazy, stupid, and dumb things in my life, but I'm not an idiot. And you're actually going to tell me, oh yeah, they just come over here, and they just dumped it over there, yeah. Look at all these different piles. This didn't happen in one day. They were doing it for a while. And I hadn't been over here. And when I did, it didn't come in the back way. And I didn't see it till now. And that's why he's so anxious to get his security deposit, so he can get his money before I see all the stuff he left me. Well, I took my time giving him any money. I looked around and I found, really, yeah, of all the places someone would think, hey, yeah, let's put the sawdust right over there. Yeah, with the kitty litter in it. Yeah, whatever. I told the handyman, yeah, we gotta go and get a shovel and spread it out because it's never gonna disappear on its own like that. In a big pile like that. I must look pretty stupid. The things they try to tell me, and they seem to really think I'm gonna believe it. And they're just shocked and flabbergasted when I don't. Yeah, but Mr. Tim, you don't know. I mean, it could have been anybody. Yeah, right. Well, I think it was you because you're stupid, number one. And number two, you would do that kind of thing. Oh, boy. Renters. I tell you. Am I right? Look at this. And now down in the basement. This water is just from when it rains really hard. Water will come in there, and if it rains a whole lot, we'll get a little bit dripping from over there and over there. But it goes down the drain, no problem. And this is where we had the problem with the people on the top floor putting the flushable wipes down the drain, because it goes down through here, it goes that way, it clogs up, and this backs up. I had this entire floor was 2/3 covered. I had a lake 2/3 of the width of this basement because the sewage backed up. I had to call a plumber, get him in here, cost hundreds of dollars, and then within 2 months I told him, don't be using the flushable wipes. I told you about this. For over a year it was never a problem. All of a sudden they use flushable wipes, it backs up. 2 months later, they did it again. Oh, we were potty training our daughter and she must have put them down the toilet. Yeah, must have. Because I know you wouldn't do it because I told you and you said okay. So who did it then? Well, they paid for both times. Having the plumber come out here on a weekend, $700 between the 2 visits. That's the best way to make them learn a lesson. Let them pay for it. It does not smell good in here. They must have backed it up again, because I see little paper spots all around this area. Either they got a plumber on their own, or they managed to get it to drain down, one of the two. So I have to bleach wash this entire basement, disinfect it, get it cleaned up in here. So, would anybody like to get some rental properties? It's fun. It's good on the day you get the paycheck. In Section 8, it was an automatic payment too. $1,031 every month, no problem. So, because I was always getting the money, I was more tolerant. But even so, it gets to a point. Oh yeah, Mr. Tim, yeah, whatever. And this is the one who always would say, I was just about to go do something. I was just about to do this. I was just about to cut the grass. I was just about to take the garbage out off the porch and put it in the alley where it belongs. Yeah. Oh, landlord fun. Building owner fun. I was at Lowe's and they wanted $5.98 a gallon for some cheap off-brand bleach. I went to a Family Dollar and got these for $5.50 a piece. Oh yeah, saving money. Well, there you go. Now you see what I see. It's one thing to hear me talk about the rental units in my room at home. It is something else to see the damage and dirt and destruction that renters can bring in person. Now, not all renters may be like this, but when you're dealing with the lower socioeconomic classes of society, you gotta keep your expectations very reasonable. What? Is that too rude? Okay, how about this? People of minimal financial and intellectual ability. Does that sound better? No? Well, I'm Loudmouth Tim. You know how I am. I don't mince words. I don't beat around the bush. I make my point of view clear.